What's going on, everybody? Welcome to another episode of the GoNoGo show. Got Adam.
What's up?
I'm Nizam. We got some great stuff for you going on this show.
Packed show.
Packed show. What are we starting with?
We're starting with the big one. The new trailer number 2, I guess, for Batman versus Superman. We're going to start with that. It's actually raised a bit of controversy, but we're going to talk about that in a minute. Coming right after that, we're going to review Victor Frankenstein, the Good Dinosaur, and Creed, the next installment in the Rocky series. So we got a busy episode for you today.
All right, let's jump
right
in.
off the top. You want to get some what's it, the viral the stuff, the internet stuff on the
social media.
Social media. That's what I'm talking about. All right, I'm still old. Lay off me. We have our Instagram page at GoNoGo Movie Reviews, all one word. We have our Twitter page at GoNoGo Show. We have our Facebook page, GoNoGo Show, and our YouTube page. It's 2 words. GoNoGo is 1 word, and then show is the other. So GoNoGo Show, you can see all the episodes on that. What else we got?
We have the website, wpcommunitymedia.org. All the episodes are up there. You can check us out and see things that maybe you haven't seen yet that are out of the theaters, but you can still get a review on them. Also, if you're in the White Plains area, you can check us out on Verizon 45, Cablevision 76, Thursday at 7, Friday at 10, and Saturday at 2 p.m. And don't forget, you can always hashtag GoNoGo on social media and find all our stuff.
Don't forget, because I always do.
any social media, you can check us out. So do that, find us, watch the show, find our stuff, comment, suggestions, and
you want to get into it?
Let's jump in it.
All right, Batman vs. Superman, Dawn of Justice.
That's him right there. There he is. Let's get a shot.
Who's that? You must be new. That is Bruce Wayne.
Mr. Wayne, Clark Kent, Daily Planet.
What's your position on the Bat Vigilante in Gotham? Civil liberties are being trampled on in your city. People living in fear. He thinks he's above the law.
The Daily Planet criticizing those who think they're above the law is a little hypocritical. What'd you say? Considering every time your hero saves a cat out of a tree, you read a puff piece editorial about an alien who could burn the whole place down.
Most of the world doesn't share your opinion, Mr. Wayne.
Maybe it's Gotham City and me. We just have a bad history with freaks dressed like clowns.
Boys, Bruce Wayne meets Clark Kent. I love it. I love bringing people together. How are we?
Lex.
Hi, hello, Lex. It is a pleasure. Ow, wow, that is a good grip. You should not pick a fight with this person. You know the oldest lie in America, Senator? It's that power can be innocent.
You're gonna go to war. That son of a bitch brought the war to us. You know you can't win this. It's suicide.
The greatest gladiator match in the history of the world. Son of Krypton versus Bat of Gotham.
You're psychotic.
That is a 3-syllable word for any thought too big for little minds.
It's time you learn what it means to be a man.
Stay down! If I wanted it, you'd be dead already.
If man won't kill God, the devil will do it.
What have you done?
She with you?
I thought she was with you.
Okay, Yeah. I've seen this trailer quite a few times, but this is Nee's first time seeing it. So that face is exactly what I did when I was watching. I was like,
This is why I don't watch trailers. I can't do it. I can't do it. I don't need to see it now. I'm not gonna go see it.
That's yeah, right. But yeah, that has been the buzz on the internet. It's like they showed a little bit too much.
Wow.
Just like you said, man. Just like you said, trailers ruin movies. For me, Batman vs Superman was enough. Like the whole, and then the fact that you're showing them kind of banding together at the end. It's like, why'd you show me that? You just showed me like the third act of the movie. I don't want to see the third act of the movie.
Exactly. It's just like we're gonna get to this a little bit later, but you could just have a setup movie, or you could just have a setup trailer. That's what a trailer is supposed to be.
Yeah.
Set me up.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like one thing I did see in there is I saw Zod, and so
I wonder what they're gonna do with that.
Maybe Zod is Doomsday or something. Maybe they did something
That's not what it's like in the comics. But if they might
changed it, I don't know. So that's going to be interesting to see what they did with that.
Yeah, a lot of people are worried.
With Zod, because in the trailer it seems like Zod's dead, but
they might do like a Mutant X thing where they like harvest his powers or something.
Something. I don't know, but I don't know. So yeah,
I still have faith in Zack Snyder, but. Leave it at that. The movie doesn't come out till next year. Leave it at that. No more. Don't show me anymore. I don't want to see it anymore.
I agree.
Because even if you don't want to see this stuff, it's going to be thrown in your face anyway, no matter where you go. There's links to it everywhere.
I don't click on them, man.
Yeah, I know.
Don't
and then
click.
we ruined it for you.
Don't click. No. I could have closed my eyes, but don't click on Facebook, on Twitter, on social media. Just don't do it. It's going to be interesting to see. I still want to see it.
Oh, of course.
I still want to see it.
I mean, it's a Batman movie.
Hopefully,
I have to go just by
it's a Batman
obligation.
Movie. CJ, it's a Batman movie.
Yeah, you see that? Exactly.
You know what? We'll have plenty of time to talk about this. Let's jump into our first movie.
Our first movie is Victor Frankenstein. Frankenstein, I think.
Potato. Let's do it.
Igor, you and I shall be at the very heart of a scientific enterprise that will change the world. We shall create a life out of death. It's alive.
Do you realize how significant this is?
Oh, I have an inkling.
I'm Detective Inspector Turpin. I'm here to investigate missing body parts.
I'm not sure what you mean, sir.
Are you not afraid to challenge the natural order, Mr. Frankenstein?
No.
And it's Frankenstein.
We shall create a man after our own image.
Questions? Well, you're welcome.
I think it is time you met our monster.
Victor, no!
Full charge!
It's alive.
Well, that's rather obvious.
You have the chance to be part of
something.
Of what?
Being electrocuted?
Chased by monsters. And hunted by the police.
Well, if you're going to concentrate on the dark side...
Be careful, Mr. Frankenstein. You toy with wrathful forces.
I cannot argue with that.
There we go. These guys, man, they share some kind of chemistry that's really nice. They work really well together.
I agree. I was entertained in this movie. I liked watching them. They almost look like brothers. But they definitely played good friends.
James McAvoy and Daniel Radcliffe, in case you don't know who we're talking about. James McAvoy is Professor X. There you go. That's the only reason if you're ever going to see this movie is to watch the chemistry between them. And Daniel Radcliffe is Harry Potter, in case you guys ever didn't know that. There's Harry Potter and Professor X in the same movie together.
That was Frodo. What's his name? I thought that was that guy.
You think that's all the same world. It's all right.
They all look the same. I like McAvoy, man.
Love him.
I want to see him in more stuff. Yeah, I feel like everything he does is he gives a great performance.
Yes. He brings his all. He definitely brings his A game to his stuff.
But
that's one thing I want. I wanted to get to that point of this review where it's like, this movie's right up my alley. I love this stuff. The trashy, CGI-filled action ridiculousness of like, I bought I, Frankenstein on Blu-ray, man.
Wow.
I mean, that was
did?
before I saw it in the theater. I bought it on Blu-ray, and I was like, well, I'm going to like it. What's there not to like? It's Aaron Eckhart and cheesy CGI. And I was just like, ooh. Oh, can I give this back? And this is exactly what that movie's like. I saw that all the pieces were there. The action, the slow motion action, which is ridiculous. They slow-mo the stupidest things. Like he's jumping over like a rock and they slow-mo it. It's like, okay, why? All right, well, anyway. The action, the characters. James McAvoy brings a certain charisma to the Frankenstein character that was awesome. Like he really brought it. And Daniel Radcliffe's character showed Igor in such a different light, where it's so much more of a backstory on Igor. It was kind of like Igor's movie, and then Frankenstein comes in, like to change his life and stuff like that. So it was really cool to see that. But why didn't I like this, Nice? Why did I not like this movie?
It's not timeless. It is timeless, but it's just maybe they had to put another twist on it or something.
I think the Frankenstein story has run its course.
I don't know. Yeah, it was just kind of like
let it rest.
Yeah, there was I guess there was, other than the Igor stuff, there was nothing new. Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
It's an entertaining movie.
Yeah.
But
the first half of the movie was entertaining, showing his like the harvesting of the organs and this and that to try and create life, basically, what Frankenstein was all about.
Right.
But it's like once it gets to like the cheesy part of it, when it's there and he's like, the monsters, it's alive and it's scary and stuff. It's not scary.
But it's
not
almost
scary
like
and it wasn't even fun.
It's almost like now that we've seen so much or whatever, like
desensitized.
Maybe we're a little desensitized, but also like the whole Frankenstein concept, it almost doesn't make sense. Like, why can't you just take like a dead rabbit and bring it back to life? Like, why do you have to take these bits and
or just
pieces?
a cadaver, like in college,
just take a dead body and bring it back to life
instead of like a piece from every.
Like, why do you have to make a monster, like, or like make this?
With 4 lungs, 2 hearts, all that.
Yeah, I don't know. It almost the science of it didn't make sense. It's just like it's a timeless story that worked previous, but it might have outlived its
and also
timelessness.
it's just different. Bringing it into this kind of genre is kind of weird, because it was like an old horror movie. Now it's like they brought it into like an action movie where they wanted to definitely franchise it. They wanted it to be like another Underworld or something like that.
Yeah,
and it's just not gonna work.
They didn't put that new age twist on it. I say no go.
I have to agree.
You can wait on this one. It's entertaining. I mean, I want to see these guys again. I want to see Radcliffe and McAvoy again on screen.
That'd be cool.
Doing something cool.
Just not this.
Yeah, not this.
I have to agree. No go for the theater experience.
I hate to say that, but
if you want to watch it on Netflix or something, it's not a bad watch. It's not terrible. It's just not anything new.
It's just a little outdated, I think.
There's a lot more out there that you could sink your teeth into. No go with that one. So you want to move on?
Let's do it.
Let's move on to Pixar and Disney's new collaboration, The Good Dinosaur. funny. Why Disney Pixar? It's like
man.
Disney Pixar. They team up once in a while, but when they team up, man, they just want you to cry. Why do you want us to cry so much?
All right, Pixar, they make good movies. The Good Dinosaur, I don't quite get. The Good Dinosaur is the Good Dinosaur, the actual dinosaur, or is it Spot the Kid? I didn't. What if the meteor missed and the dinosaurs were still alive? Like that's kind of what they actually didn't say that in the trailer, but that's what I've seen.
Yes.
And
they don't say it, like they don't verbalize it, but it says it in the words. It's like, what if? Like they spelled it out for us in the first trailer.
Yeah, but it's just actually.
You know what happens? You know what I found happens if the meteor misses Earth? It's we get a Lion King story with dinosaurs. That's what happens. that's what this was. This was Lion King with dinosaurs.
Yeah, I forget Lion King. I don't know.
How do you forget Lion King?
I mean, I just remember they held him up and the thing. That's
one
all.
of the best Disney movies of all time, by the way, and it's really hard to top something like that, which is fine because Lion King is the best. But they tried to with this. They tried to do it with dinosaurs. It's Lion King.
But they really didn't have to do the whole meteor thing because like there was dinosaurs and there was cavemen, right? Like so just.
No, I don't think they ever coexisted. I don't think that's the reason. Is that because this one shows them coexisting, but I don't think that ever happened. I don't know. 65 million years ago. Don't blame us for not knowing this crap.
It was one of those things where it was just kind of like, what if that whole premise goes over your head? I think they could have just put them together. Like you don't have to explain it. I don't know. It was a pretty good movie. Yeah, it was similar. It was similar to Lion King.
It's not the thing is to say that it's just like Lion King. Obviously, it was like different parts, but it's nothing new. The story was nothing new. Nothing you haven't seen before. So it's like I was expecting more when it comes to the story, but the animation was worth the ticket price alone. Look at that. You see, that even looks like Lion King right there. It looks like the Lion King scenery. It looks like the African safari or whatever, but you got a dinosaur instead of Simba.
Yeah, you know what? And it scenes like this when I was watching, and I wish I could have. I'm not a big 3D fan.
Right.
But when you have like these vast like landscapes and these big scenes, the 3D is really cool.
Yes, this is one of the movies that the 3D helped more than it hurt. And it was definitely. I saw it in 3D, and it was beautiful to watch in 3D.
Yeah. I give it a go. I thought it was fun. Nothing new, but different characters, kind of same premise. But there were some parts that were funny. There were some parts that were scary, and there were a couple
it gets a little intense in some parts.
Couple heartstrings got tugged a little bit, but I gave it a go. It's a fun movie.
Yeah, they do their best. That's another thing. Like with me, I was a little disappointed in the story, but that's me expecting a lot because when you see Disney Pixar, they knock it out of the park time after time after time.
You expect Inside
I kind of
Out.
feel selfish being like, oh, it really wasn't that good, but it was a beautiful movie to watch. My sister took my nieces and my nephew, and they were obsessed.
Yeah.
So that's a good thing, a good rule of thumb because I don't have kids. I enjoyed it. But the kids loved it, and now they want the toys for Christmas and stuff like that. So if you're a family person, you have kids and stuff like that, definitely go and take them. They're going to enjoy it.
I gave it a go.
Yeah, give it a go. We're going to get into the next one.
Yeah.
Next one, long time coming, from the 70s. This is the continuation of the Rocky franchise, focusing around Michael B. Jordan as
Creed.
Built for this. These boys come in here, they gotta fight for life. People die in the ring. Your daddy died in the ring. I don't know him. Ain't got nothing to do with me. I've been fighting my whole life. It's not a choice for me. Every punch I ever thrown's been on my own. Nobody showed me how to do this. I'm ready.
Sick eyes from the nose pressure. Release slip zip ties on the protesters. 6 wives in the fry of a mold weather. Medic caviar bar out in Odessa. Dirty needles breaking all the old records. 100 hoes, one shovel and some old treasure. Old Zeke used thief as a gold tester. Figaro's finger waves crossing from the old levels.
This picture's from the 10th round in the first fight, right?
I heard about a third fight between you and Apollo, behind closed doors. Is that true?
How do you know all this?
I'm his son.
Wear gloves for the reason why I gave time. Scared thugs going crazy in the cage box. Looking at the world through the TV, a day room, rapping over beats with the key. They made electric chairs nowadays. Last meals, no appeals for them to try and stay on death row like Suge in a late pot. Maybe he could dig a tunnel while the A block.
A great fighter once said, "It ain't about how hard you can hit. It's about how hard you can get hit and keep moving forward."
See this guy here? That's the toughest opponent you're ever going to have to face. I believe that's true in the ring, and I think that's true in life. Now show me something.
Goosebumps. That trailer just gave me goosebumps. And I know what happens. I saw it.
Yeah, right?
Where is he? Where is he? I'm in his way. There
I
he is.
feel like
Brock.
this is a good movie. I liked it. I was excited to see it.
Very much so.
They put the story together pretty well, and it's a setup movie.
Oh, of course. I hope it's a setup. I hope we get 6 more of these, man.
I don't know if they're gonna do 6.
Well, they did 6 Rockies.
But,
I can take 5 more of these.
But it's a good movie, and at the end, I was like, oh man, I'm like, there's so many questions. Not questions. There's not questions, but there's stuff that was left open. You know,
Of course,
like so.
Of course.
I'm
They
sure
know what they're doing. They're
yeah.
not, this isn't just a one and done thing.
Yeah,
They got this. They want this to go on forever.
The fight scenes are typical Rocky, just guys getting in there battling, throwing blows. But the backstory, how they kind of put it together and stuff, I really liked it.
Oh, special
And,
tidbit about the fight, actually. The second fight in the movie, it's like one of his more professional fights. Did you know it's a 2-round fight that was all shot in 1 shot?
Oh, really?
The whole 2 rounds.
Oh, nice.
I thought they were using camera tricks to make it look like it was, but I read an article about how they trained really hard and whatever, and they did what they had to do to make the entire fight 1 shot. I thought that was really cool.
Wow.
Yeah, you could feel it. You could feel like the electricity while you're watching. You're like, oh my, it feels like a real fight. And I thought it was really cool. So that's something to look out for.
I actually got to watch it over the holidays, over Thanksgiving, and
Thanksgiving night, actually.
Yeah, and I had a full audience. It's always good.
Yeah.
It's always good to go to a packed house and watch a movie like this.
It was like a boxing match. People hooting and hollering and cheering.
Yeah. You know, like people clapping, and you know, it had like I'm getting a little chill just talking about it myself. But it was definitely one of those you want to see in the theater, especially if you're a Rocky fan. Get out there and check it out. Yeah, I gotta give it a go. There's not much more I can say about it. I liked everything they did with it.
I have to say this movie did a really good job of bringing it into the new world, basically, bringing it into what life is like now. It was a very accurate depiction of what Philly's like now. You know, it was a very good way to bring it into the new world of fighting and how it is now, you know, and stuff like that. But also paying extreme respect to the original franchise. They didn't use it to try and sell the movie. This could have been a standalone film. It could have been like you didn't.
Oh yeah, definitely,
it definitely could have been a standalone film, but. Like they didn't use like Eye of the Tiger and stuff like that. Could be like, hey guys, remember this is a Rocky movie. You know, they didn't do any of that. They kind of worked it into the score, like a little bit of the old score into the new score. But they freshed it up with like you know like hip hop beats and stuff like that. My brother saw this and he was like, I haven't listened to rap in 10 years, and I was in the theater like this. You know?
It's a old school. It's a new school movie with an old school feel because they have an orchestra that will play the
Rocky themes that we're used to, that we've heard in the last 6 movies.
Undertones of the scenes, and they switch them up a little bit. Yeah, they throw some beats in there. And
speaking of Rocky though, I got to give a shout out to Sylvester Stallone. I heard rumors. I hope it's true. He may be getting like a Best Supporting nod this year for this movie because look at him. There he is. Look at him go. That was from '77. Look at this scene. Oh man, he's a little weathered, but he's getting there. His performance in this, I have to admit, is I think one of his best performances of his career. He almost brought me to tears in this movie, and I can't give any more respect to him. Like this is his franchise. You know, he directed, wrote the first one and stuff like that, and this is all him. And they paid a lot of respect to him, and he brought his A game because his performance was amazing. And it was great to have Rocky back.
Yeah. This is gonna. I think this will rejuvenate the old movies. Not that they need to be.
No, yeah, those are timeless
like,
anyway.
But the young people who go out and see this movie who may not have had the background of. I don't know how you couldn't, but
that's true.
The young people that see Creed, I think, are gonna be like, what's going on? What are they talking about? Who's Rocky? Who's Apollo?
Rocky is one of those few franchises where everybody was in love with.
Yeah.
You know, it's not like the comic book stuff where you like just the geeks are really into it, or like the romance movie was just the girls. This one, guys and girls alike, everyone. My little cousin, Danielle, was just as excited, if not more than I was, to see these because she grew up with them. My uncle grew up with them, and everyone grew up with Rocky in some way, shape, or form. You know, so like it's just the ultimate underdog story. So this is definitely a movie for the masses. Everyone's going to enjoy it.
Yeah, definitely.
And you could in this movie, this character, it shows what Sylvester Stallone, giving him another shout out. It shows what an actor he is. Because when it first came out, people were like, oh, this is just some dumb Italian or whatever, and so nobody really paid attention to his performance. But after his long career, and he's actually a pretty smart dude. He started businesses and stuff like that, making movies, and he goes right back into this role. He slips it on just like an old pair of shoes, and he goes back to this dumbed down Italian guy. But he's stupid, but he's also very charming, and he always means well. He's got a big heart, but he doesn't always do the right thing. So when you see that, it shows his performance. He's getting into a character. It's not just him. He's getting into a character, and he knocks it out of the park.
Yeah.
And same thing with Michael B. Jordan. Michael B. Jordan knocked it out of the park too.
He's another one, man. McAvoy, Michael B. Michael B. is a guy. When he does something, even in
oozes charisma.
Yeah, even in Fantastic Four, which I know like you weren't a fan of. Good performance. Everyone.
Yeah, and blame them.
Everyone in that great performance.
Yeah.
But
he was
Michael
fine
B,
as Johnny Storm. Just the movie stunk.
Michael B. is coming up with like one of those guys. Like McAvoy. Like.
And this is definitely going to bring him up there. He's going to have a nice long career on his hands.
Yeah.
So yeah, go. Cool. I don't think I said that yet. Go.
Yeah, I give it a go too.
It's definitely a go. It's the one for the season. Definitely go and see it.
All right. It is Christmas season. We got some good movies coming up. We'll see you real soon.
All right. Take it easy.